first do like 10x the volume that you're currently doing before you say it's not working? What are some of the mistakes you made when you first started doing cold outreach?
Picking the wrong clients to work with or accepting the wrong clients. You could avoid so many headaches by looking at the red flags that clients give you.
What are some of the things that you're excited about trying to improve your cold outreach further?
So I'm excited to actually try doing some different types.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sales Robot Customer of the Week, a new show where we interview the best Sales Robot customers and go deep into their tactics, including targeting, messaging, and personalization, so that you can take away something and implement it in your cold outreach starting tomorrow. Today on the show, we have Jeremy from Elevate Clients. Welcome to the show, Jeremy.
Thanks for having me on here.
Awesome. So let's get right into it. What does your business do and how do you make money?
Yeah, so our main thing is cold outreach for different types of B2B businesses. We work with a lot of service-based companies. We started to work with private equity companies. We're kind of all over the board, and U.S. clients, Canadian clients, Australian clients. So
awesome. So what kind of clients do you work with? Like what industries do you think are your best sweet spot?
Definitely service-based businesses, private equity, capital raising. I'd say those three for the most part. At least that's what we're focused on the most, at least in this year.
Okay, makes sense. Perfect. So about the campaign that got you on this show, obviously it's not easy to get on here. We've got over 3,700 users and you were in the top 1%. So first I want to congratulate you on that. Do you remember that campaign?
Oh yeah, actually it's made us, that campaign alone, I think it's going to make us like 70,000 this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, that's a good campaign then. Do you remember who you were targeting with that campaign? What was the campaign about?
Yeah, that was commercial cleaning company owners that had, I believe, like over 10 employees or something along those lines, US based as well.
Okay. So yeah, I'll not bury the lead. First, I'll show the numbers and then we'll get into your copywriting and your targeting strategy. Right. So I'll just share my screen and take you through the campaign. So this is the campaign. We can see the numbers. First of all, like roughly a 21% acceptance rate and then a 44% response rate. So that's phenomenal, right? So let's get into the copy a little bit. So what's your process? What's your process when you think of the copy? Like how do you think through the sequence structure before we get into the copy?
For me, I like to keep it as simple as possible. If they can't read it in 10 seconds and decide I want to talk to this dude or I don't want to talk to this dude, that's my goal. We try not, for the most part, we don't really use much like person to person personalization. It's more industry wide so that it's just relevant to all the leads that see it. So I guess that's really it. It's more about just being relevant to the industry we're in and keeping the copy straight to the point. This is what we do. We're open to helping you. Are you open to being helped?
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the CTAs that you pick out. Like, what's your thoughts on the CTA and how do you structure the messaging?
Generally, we start off just an intro. Hey, I was reaching out because we do this. It's, we do it this way. And generally we'll say at the end something along the lines of like, would you be open to talking? This one's a little different, but yeah, generally we're saying, would you be open to talking, or can I send you over some information or like a video or something that we've created?
Makes sense. And if you don't get a reply to it, what's your follow-up?
We just want to re-explain what we do in just a slightly different way, or maybe focus on results that we've gotten with somebody else that's similar to them. But same thing with the follow-up, just like all of our messaging, we try to keep it very simple, direct, and the most important thing is to not be annoying when you.
Yeah, that's not easy in cold outreach, right? Especially if so many people are doing it.
Definitely.
What I see here is a bit of a unique strategy because what you're doing is not sending, did you get a chance to look at my last message? You're pretty much saying the same thing you said in the last message, but like phrased differently. So what's your thoughts on asking to just see if they saw your last message versus, saying the same thing?
I think if you're saying, did you see my last message? It's pointless. It's like, obviously they saw it and they didn't respond because they're not interested. So saying that, even when I get that, like when people cold email me or send me LinkedIn messages and they respond or follow up with, did you get my last message? It's just annoying. Yeah. So essentially that's why, we just rephrase what we said. If they're interested, they're going to respond. If not, they're going to ignore us again and we might follow up one more time.
Yeah. Speaking of following up one more time, this is when you actually do the last message.
To be honest, I see this here. Uh, I still don't personally like this. Don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, no worries, but it clearly works, right? Because you're getting quite a bit of responses to it. And now let's look at your targeting strategy a little bit. So let's open up this search. Let's look at how you choose the companies. Okay, so talk me through these filters that you're choosing.
So, I mean, essentially, we just want to make sure it's a legit, established company. We don't like working, with a company that's doing, let's say, under 20,000 a month because they probably can't afford our services, and they also, I mean, yeah, generally not the best clients to work with are new companies. So, for this, I mean, essentially, we're just targeting decision makers U.S. wide. We had Houston, and I think maybe that's the only one blocked off just because we can work with somebody else there. Uh, and then the years of experience is just making sure they're not new.
Got it. No, I think it's a very tight list. The main thing is this one because they have experience. Like if it's less than 2 years of experience or less than 3 years of experience, there's like no point working with them because they most probably won't have the money.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you want to help people, but you shouldn't make a business out of helping the smallest business possible. You should probably go after, established companies if you want to
That's
make
right.
sure you get.
So let's get into your journey a little bit. What are some of the mistakes you made when you first started doing cold outreach?
I'd say when I first started, I mean, just picking the wrong clients to work with or accepting the wrong clients, not realizing. I mean, like I was saying, you don't want to work with small companies. Like if you're doing any cold email, cold LinkedIn, anything, you should probably set the filter at least, 7+ employees, 10+ employees, etc. So you're not wasting your time. We also spent time just trying to make offers work that just had no hope of working. I mean, and there's no better way to put it. So now, we kind of know industries like we don't want to touch, and also just not doing enough outreach. Just not like I just wish, yeah. I mean, like now, my company, we're sending LinkedIn messages every day. We send, 30 or so thousand cold emails a day. And just like when I started it seemed crazy to send like 1,000 emails a day or something
Yeah.
like that. And now it's just like each few months I'm like, oh, I need to double what I'm doing. I'd say, yeah, those three things for the most part.
Yeah, I feel you on the volume one, man. Like for me, the best quote recently on this has come from Alex Hormozy, who said that, first do like X the volume that you're currently doing before you say it's not working, right? Like if you've done the volume and then you've made that call that this is not working, then like at low enough volume, you don't know if it's working or not working. You just have to like 10x it and then keep 10xing until it stops working completely and say, okay, I'm done, right? The volume
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore. So I love that. And speaking of offers, now I'm thinking, a lot of these, lead gen agencies need to start thinking like venture capital or private equity guys, right? So they don't just go buy any business. So similarly, you just have to think of your time as the investment and say, okay, I'm not going to invest in this business. They have no hope of making it. And like, even if I get them on as a client, right, like they're probably not going to survive 1-2 years. So it almost goes back to thinking like a venture capital person and saying, okay, I'm not going to pick you as a client, I'm going to pick that guy. He has a better chance of working out.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I know it's harder for people when they're just getting started to be like
Yeah.
not accept a client, but you can avoid so many headaches by looking at the red flags that clients give you. And like my policy now is literally just one red flag before
Yeah.
they sign up with me, and they will not be a client. It's just
Yeah.
not happening. So
Yeah. I mean, that's the way. The easy way is the hard way, right? So you have to realize
mhm.
that. Awesome. 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 So that brings me to my final question then. What are some of the things that you're excited about trying to improve your cold outreach further?
I'm excited to actually, because we haven't done much, like I said, much personalization, and
Hmm.
we don't do it. So I'm excited to actually try doing some different type of personalization. Still not like the generic. I know you went to this school, that type of stuff, but what I'm excited to do when it comes to cold outreach is simply just doing more volume, getting more LinkedIn accounts, getting more email accounts, and reaching out to more people and expanding more worldwide. Because right now, I mean, we have clients in the US, Canada, and Australia, but I want to go to other countries that I haven't even been thinking of. and just, see what else is out there, because I'm sure it's less competition.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the things we've been seeing lately, we actually do a lot of inbound marketing, like, SEO and everything. A lot of German, French clients are just signing up, right, inbound, and they don't even, know anything about cold outreach, right? Versus if you see the English speaking market, it's saturated like hundreds of LinkedIn automation tools. But there, it's one or two tools, like it's homegrown. The tools are not good enough because they're not competing globally. So I think there's a lot of white space in the, particularly in the French, German, Spanish markets. Like Spanish is the second biggest language in the US. Obviously, lots of Spanish business owners, good people, but don't know anything about marketing. So yeah, I think that's a big white space.
Yeah, actually, we just started a campaign in Spain, like in Spanish, and it's been doing amazing, like really crazy, to be honest. I think we booked. I mean, we only sent maybe like 3,600 emails. We booked like 25 calls with like really high value clients. Definitely moving into other languages. I mean, even actually, yeah, we've been running some campaigns in German and Finnish, and those have been performing very well as well, because my COO is from Finland.
Okay.
So yeah, just moving into other countries, much less saturated markets.
Yeah, makes sense. Awesome, Jeremy. Thanks for making the time. That is all the time we had today. If people want to find you online, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube. Just type in Jeremy Dixon cold email. You'll find me. If you want to find me on Twitter, I'm on there as well. My username is systems with Jay, and you can find me on LinkedIn. Same thing. Just type in Jeremy Dixon cold email and you'll probably find me.
Awesome. Thanks for taking the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Of course. All right. See ya.